Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Julie Marshall and today's my birthday. That's really exciting. So I thought I should hop on really quickly and tell you a little bit about this video. And I want to tell you, first of all, I'm dressed in some holiday shirt that I'll actually link. And I wanted to tell you about holiday stress management. I have a December birthday. When you have a December birthday, needless to say, lots of things get jammed into December. Like this weekend, we went to the zoolights. We had reindeer pancakes with the grandkids. We had pizza party. It's been really busy and it's fun. I like it. But sometimes, as you know, in the holidays, it can sometimes be too much. So I took some time to write a little blog about it. So you can just, if you want, I will link the blog below so you can just listen. You just listen to these ideas. Don't write them all down. I've written them down just so I can kind of read them off to you and explain to you why I do them. But anyway, so I think the holidays are such a busy time, so hectic, fun, but sometimes too much. And as my husband and all my family can say, sometimes I take on more than I should, like most women I know. And so again, in the vein of my birthday in December and trying to make it better at 68, I'm trying to figure out some new ways. So anyway, I'm Dr. Julie Marshall. I'm a blogger. I write a blog called drjuliesfunlife.com. It will be linked here on this YouTube video. And please follow me. Please follow me. Please share it with anyone that you think it might be helpful for. I basically in the blog talk about things that begin with F: fashion, food, family, fun, a lot of F's. So if you have anybody, ideally over 50, since I'm way over that, I think it'd be fun. I talk about casual, cute fashions, holiday fashions, ways to wear things different ways. I talk about recipes, pretty tables, fun things that I do with my grandkids. Boy. So anyway, but here we go. Today we're going to talk about holiday stress management. And as I said, I tend to do too much. I think most people tend to do too much, especially people that are women. We just tend to take on a million ideas and think it's a good idea, but usually it's too much. Then, I start to cry or get overwhelmed. So let me tell you some ideas that I've come up with to make it better. And I thought by me telling you, it'll hold me accountable for me to do some of these things as well. Okay, so these are going to be 15 tips. I know, 15, I came up with them. So let's see. The first one is start going to bed earlier. So start winding down every night about 7 o'clock. So after dinner, dishes are done, try and get yourself, in a mode of relaxing. So no looking at emails after 7, no looking at your phone after 9 for sure, no peeking at all, because that will just get you revved up. And I don't keep the phone in my bedroom. I put it actually in the master bathroom. I use this alarm clock still, but I don't have it in the bathroom, in the bedroom so that I can hear the dinging when the texts go off and all that sort of thing. So that's the first thing, 7 o'clock. And then try and get yourself, kind of in that mode of things we're going to be doing less after 7. Second, you're going to write out, sit down, just write down tomorrow's to-do list. So grab your calendars. If you have a written calendar or electronic calendar, grab it and look at it and then just put it all on one sheet for tomorrow. Tomorrow I must do this. And then don't worry about it. Don't prioritize it, none of that. Then the third thing you do is you want to take that list and put it by your phone with a pen. And that way, if you wake up in the middle of the night, you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot I've got to, take the dog in for the groomer, or I got to do this or that, then go ahead and just write that on there really quickly and go back to sleep. Don't worry, you're going to come back to this, I promise. Okay. Then kind of establish a nighttime routine. This is good for all year round, not just for the holidays. So many of us have trouble sleeping, and sleeping is such a great pillar for weight loss, for health management, for aging well. So try and do some of these things every night. I do these every night. Take a bath, a hot bath, or if you're not a bather or a shower at night, then just put your cozy pajamas on. I put lotion on. I wash my face and do all those nighttime things. Put on your creams, and then just kind of get really cozy and comfy. So just kind of do that consistently, so your body knows, oh, this means it's about time for us to think about going to sleep. Okay, number 5, then you're going to turn the heat down to about 70. Might seem kind of cold for some of you, but most of us postmenopausal women are like, yeah, that's great. But my husband hates it that cold, so I just have extra quilts on his side of the bed. So go for the cold, because the cold will help you to sleep deeper and better, which is great. Number 6, you're trying to get more sleep. That's the whole idea, is to try and get in some more sleep. So I go to bed, I try and get into bed by 10, and I let myself read until about 11 or so, 11:30, and then I fall asleep. And that way it's just, there's no serious work happening then, just that routine. Okay, then I try, number 7 is if I can't stay asleep, either I can't fall asleep or I wake up and I can't get back to sleep, don't just lay there and be upset. Just get yourself out of bed and like either go into another room and, real cozy. Don't turn the lights on, but turn on a really quiet movie, like a calm Hallmark movie or something really soothing, nothing riveting or anything like that. Don't read anything real riveting or some book that's so fabulous, because then you'll get too wrapped up. You won't be able to fall back asleep. So just do these things to just kind of relax. Some people actually get stiff because they've been in bed for a while, and then you could do a thing called child's pose, and that's a yoga pose. I've actually linked it in the actual blog. So that's an easy little pose from yoga just to relax your back. Okay, or if you're not able to fall back asleep, this is a great trick. There's an app. It's actually, it is a free version. There's also a paid version. Just use the free. It's on your app store. It's called Insight Timer. And it's a great app. I don't know how I found it, but it's wonderful. And it's got all kinds of apps in there. All kinds of meditations. And they're not, some of them are woo-woo, but most of them are really not. And my favorite one is by Michael McIntosh. It's called Deep Sleep. And, I think Deep Sleep Meditation. It's about 25 or 27 minutes long, by Michael McIntosh. So I go to that and then I just press that and I listen to that as I fall asleep. And I rarely make it through the whole thing. I usually fall back asleep. And the cool thing about this particular meditation is it actually has binaural beats, B-I-N-A-U-R-A-L beats. And that somehow gets your brain over to the sleep waves, the delta waves that you want to have to go to sleep. So do that and kind of chill. I don't like, my husband, I don't want him to have to hear the sound of it, so I put on my little AirPods. But there's also a cool thing I'm going to ask for Christmas, which is you can get a speaker now from Apple that you can put under your pillow, so only you can hear the phone without having to have the AirPods in your ear. I don't like them when I turn on my side. So that's a great trick. So meditation apps are so helpful. I really like them. Okay, then number 9, try and sleep as long as you can, and I try and stay in bed at least until 7 a.m., which is so I get a good long sleep. Okay, next, number 10. Now when you wake up, first thing most of us want to do is grab our phone. But remember, my phone's in the other room, so I go and I turn it off if I have to, but I don't look at it. And then I tell myself, you cannot look at it until you've done 15 minutes of gratitude or something positive to set the day and set the tone for the day. I know it seems like a waste of time and maybe it would be better to just fall asleep or sit the snooze, but no, it's really worth it. Get up. And then I actually, sometimes I put on another meditation app, for having a great day from that same Insight Timer. Or what I like to do, which is really fun, and I couldn't believe how helpful it's been this year, is I actually take a journal, like a regular notebook, and I pull it out and I write down 10 things that I'm grateful for. They could be as little as, I really like the fact that my, bed is cozy, or I like the fact that my grandkids made me laugh, or something major, but whatever it is, I write down 10 things that I'm grateful for, and I write those down right away, and then I read them over. But whatever comes to mind, I write them down. And that really helps me to have a better day. I know it sounds crazy, it seems like a waste of time, but it's really helpful because it sends the message out. This is the kind of stuff I liked, and this is what I want more of. That's why I'm grateful for it. So I cannot emphasize the need enough for this gratitude. 15 minutes, or you don't have to do 15 minutes. You can do it faster than that if you get all 10 down quicker than that. I usually get them down quicker than that. Okay, so now you got your list made, and now we're up to, let's see, what number are we on? Number 11. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, so 11, it says, if you can, if you've got a girlfriend or a friend that would like to go for a walk, go for a walk with her or him and see what kind of ideas they have for stress management, see what's going on in their life. If you can go for a pretty walk, that will be really good for you to feel less stressed. But sometimes, people are too busy and they're like, oh, and plus I have friends in different time zones. So what I frequently will do is I actually get in my, get all ready to go and bundle up if I'm in Chicago or if in California. I just pop on my, my whole outfit, my bottle of water and all that. And I get outside and then I call up a friend, and then I usually will talk to that friend, for as long as they're willing to talk, which is about an hour when I walk my 10,000 steps. And if you don't have friends that can talk that long, or since I'm retired, a lot of my friends can talk that long, then you can call a couple friends. Or another thing you can do is you can watch a podcast. You can listen to a podcast. That's really fun. So just, I really enjoy that because you have something else to think about, and it gives you makes it time go by really quickly. Okay, that's number 11. Okay, now number 12 Okay, now it says, now you get back to the list. You come back in the house, you get to the list, you're like, oh, that's a to-do list. And what you want to do is you want to circle the things you absolutely must do that day. Because lots of times we've got a list this long and you only need to do a few of them that day. So you can always do more if you want to, but just pick the ones you must do that are critical time related, like either appointments or there's something that's going to, something going to expire or, some kind of a sale or something like that. Go and put those on the list and go do those. Anything else is a nice to have, but the ones that you want to do, you put them that way. And then if you can, delegate some of those. So let's say it's, you got to pick up something over at Fannie Mae because there's a Fannie Mae sale. Then if it's not convenient for you to go, maybe you can ask one of your kids that are swinging by in that direction, or your husband, or somebody else to do, or maybe you can even order some of the things online. So consider making it easier for yourself so that's even shorter your list. Okay, 2 more to go. Oh, wait, 3. Okay, 13. Now, okay, this is more of that idea of delegating. So just do what resonates with you and ask your family for help. This is really important. I was just talking last night to one of my son-in-laws, or 2 of them, about Christmas Eve, because our schedule is going to be changed this year for various reasons. And so I said, which hors d'oeuvres do you guys like? Which ones are your favorites? Which ones do we scratch? And they each had some input, which was great. And then they each offered to make some of them, which was also great. So it was really helpful because sometimes you find out the thing that, you kind of go to a lot of trouble to make that people aren't that interested in. And so if that happens, just make it easier for yourself. This year on Thanksgiving, we normally make a pumpkin pie or an apple pie. But for some reason, my husband was in the mood to have pumpkin cheesecake. So we ordered a pumpkin cheesecake, which was fabulous, by the way, from the Cheesecake Factory. And it was wonderful, and it was delicious, and we picked up the day before. It was great, and you can even freeze the sections afterwards. So just a thought, make it easier for yourself if you can. Okay, number 14, I think there's a 15, but I don't have it on the list here. Oh, well, you have to look at the blog to see what number 15 is. But, this is nice. There are lots of books written on this topic of holiday stress management, but this one, there's 2 of them that are kind of neat. One's called A Calm Christmas, and it's by this Beth Kempton. It's a neat book. It's kind of a little book, and it's actually a great gift book to give to somebody who's into the holidays or wants to make the holidays more fun. And it talks about, kind of ideas about how to think about the holidays differently. And it even talks about things to do, ritual-wise and resetting-wise for the, for Twix, for the holidays between Christmas Day and New Year's, which is kind of another, time of, kind of sometimes we have hard feelings or sad feelings because we're let down from the, the celebration of Christmas being over and, not quite into the routine of the new year. So it's a really good book to kind of flip through and learn some tips from. And then, as I said, it's a great gift. And then the second one that I just ordered, but I've heard great things on the Today Show for, is called Have Yourself a Minimalist Christmas. And again, I will link that below. And so this just talks, these 2 authors talk about a bunch of little tips on how to make it less stressful, more fun, less, expensive. And I think a lot of that comes from just understanding that we really want to have a good time. And if we're not crying or being, melting down because we're so overwhelmed, that we end up having more fun. So that's what we should try and do for each other and remind each other. And that's it. So again, I'm Dr. Julie Marshall. My blog is drjuliesfunlife.com. Please follow me. It would really mean a lot to me. And please, share me with anybody. Follow me on TikTok or YouTube, all these different things that are listed here on my social media. And it would be great. I would really appreciate it. And if you have any questions or things you want to ask me, please leave a comment, or even you can DM me in my Instagram at Dr. Julie Marshall. So thanks a lot. Have a great day. Happy holidays. Happy stress management, holiday stress management. Thanks.